pretty good. But we have the knife, of course, for 450k. We got that's the next stretch goal. So be following the channel. Be following. We are live with the game now. EnVyUs versus Fnatic, and as we can see, EnVyUs starting off on the CT side.
Indeed, they are. And very interesting from Fnatic here. They're going to do when we stream actually, just for fun. We call this the Gab.
The Gab.
Gab. Block, armor, balcony.
Oh.
And you basically all rush out on balcony and dive very fast. Which luckily for Fnatic is not what they're doing right now. Shock's just waiting. He's going to get a face full of Glock any moment now.
That doesn't sound comfortable.
No. There's also Tech 9 in there as well. Just the one from Olaf. Look at this. All creeping along nicely. This is nicely set. He has just dropped back though a little bit here. And into the bomb site they're going to go here. Shot's dropping down. He's going to get the first shot off. No, Flushes gets the first one. Olaf follows it up. They've got two of their own though. And a little bit of seesaw action backwards and forwards on the covered bomb site. We're now left at a 3v2. Fnatic with the advantage. MBK trying to make his way inside. Whoa, JW does get the kill. MBK replying back. Last man standing there will be MBK. 2v1. Gets the first one. Brilliant little headshot from MBK. He knows, I think, that he is in graveyard right now. It's Crims versus MBK. The advantage for health is with Crims, who pops out. Oh, he did damage. MBK's right down low on health, and that will be the first round to Fnatic. Nicely done.
I like that. I like that. I respect that. You know, just the rushing through the apartments like that. Especially they did that very silently. They set up there without being spotted. Because the CTs usually, in around like that, they want to try to get the quick pickoffs before the Glocks get really, really close. Because that's when things get really awkward. So if Fnatic can get the strength of the Glocks going for them by really getting that close range really fast, like they did, that's putting yourself in all the advantage you need to win the round. And they did that excellently.
Early scout from Shocks, who's already taken a bit of damage. A couple of CZs in there as well from Smiths and Happy. And almost a full SMG round from Fnatic, just the one AK. And off, of course, saving for AWP. So we might get a push on mid here. There's a 4-man in the middle. 1 man in Boiler. At least used to call Boiler anyway. And
nice impromptu boost there onto Quad to look over the smoke.
yeah, nice little boost as well. And it's going to get them the first one. Kirishima does pick up that one. Olafmeister with the grenade in between, levelling things up. And Happy's got to play this one a little bit more defensively than he'd like. From Arch, he's in the smoke. He's going to let 2 go past it and pop out behind him. A smart bit of play yet again from Happy. And Olafmeister's on a 3-man here already. Crim stealing away the chance of an ace. And MBK will be last man alive again. We call that baiting.
Yeah, I mean, Happy with that move there. That's his signature. I think we had Scream on yesterday, and he mentioned just how Happy has some of the best timing in the world, and there's other players that have also mentioned this at the moment. Happy's, I think we also got a question on the AMA afterwards, like who my favorite player was, and I said Happy, but it's just the range of different roles that he has taken, how he himself has so much skill. It's really impressive how he also...
For me, it's not even his skill though, Dan. It's just how smart he is.
Yeah,
you know, just plays really things calmly and smartly. And MBK with the... a screenshot there, James. Was that a screenshot?
He likes to collect interesting screenshots of bodies, lifeless.
Usually, I only take screenshots when I spawn in midair. Have you done that yet?
No, not in a while. Not in a while.
Yeah. So you haven't.
You mean you get stuck in someone else's model?
No. Well, that happens quite a lot still, amazingly. But no, I've actually been spawning in midair, especially on Inferno T-side for some reason. It's quite weird because you can see over the roofs.
Oh, that high up! Wow.
Yeah, it's very weird. Very peculiar.
Guess that's what it's like to be a really tall person. A really, really tall person.
Really tall, like 17 feet.
You can see everyone's dandruff. That's not very nice.
You.
I know, right? Must suck to be a tall person.
That thought is about as nice as facing Fnatic on a full bar.
Absolutely.
Which this isn't, by the way. Not quite.
We do have the ump there on Shocks. So there is hope in the ump, perhaps, as they try to get some extra damage here. They are buying on the following round, of course, so getting some extra economic damage and keeping Fnatic closer to equaling when EnVyUs are going to be getting those rounds on the board is going to be really, really important. But so far, nothing to be found by them, and the ump is out of the hands of Shocks. But Happy is there next to a smoke. It's almost as if he lives in smokes.
Yeah, he likes smokes. He obviously likes them. 5v3. And Envy really struggling to even get a kill at the moment. MBK last man alive last time round. JW, look, just spraying down Envy. Envy's happy there, who's at the back. Flush is going to get another one here, and this will be a straightforward round again. And MBK is the last man alive for the 3rd round in a row, but this time will have his life stolen away by Crims.
Oh yeah, and
bleached away.
Bleached away. Chlorined away. Chlorined.
That's tough, isn't it?
But one thing to watch out
had some sherbet.
for with Happy is, I think if James can quickly go to that wagon on Banana, one of his signature moves is to actually have a smoke placed just forward enough that it just is slightly in the wagon, and he kind of jumps up behind just to get a free peek in, and often he just gets some kills there. And I would actually expect him to make that move, but Fnatic should have done enough research to be able to actually predict that. So I don't think Happy will be able to get away with that against Fnatic, but he gets away with it against everyone, and I'm waiting for him to get
punished.
He'll
do it at least once.
But very light hold of Banana here from EnVyUs, not very aggressive at all. Looks like they are starting off in a passive setup. They don't have a lot of grenades to work with, so they are being very conservative in that sense. And Fnatic just using the time to see if they can get any picks. But EnVyUs, with that passive hold, are ready to just be assaulted straight up on the site. That's what they want at the moment. So we have map control here for Fnatic on Banana and Apartments. So they have all the options open. The only thing they haven't done so far is taken mid. But EnVyUs wouldn't even be challenging them all that much if they were to do that.
I like the passive play on the CT side as well. I don't want to. I'm not a great fan of the push and hold that some of the teams are putting. I know it gives you a little bit more information sometimes as well, especially if you can push mid. You can clear out second mid and Apartments. It really does put them back into a corner, doesn't it? Because they've only got Banana then that they can push to. But I'm not a big fan of that now. Are we going to get the movement now? 19 seconds remaining. Got to push onto this cover bomb site. 3 men down on on quad rather, have been flashed out, and they've got 3 men inside this site as well. Smith perfectly placed, rips the head off the top of Pronax. Crim's now the man replying. Happy's going to come face to face here, and does get the heads up on that one. And they're trading blows, literally backwards and forwards. 2v2, but with no time remaining. Envy have played that one out perfectly. Now, pause called by Crims White.
Alright, so we've got a crash. Okay, so long as it's not more VAC authentication errors.
What are they?
Or any dog business. Were you around for that?
Yeah, no, yeah, I was, unfortunately.
D-Dog?
Yeah, God.
Good old D-Dog.
Yeah.
D-Dog is...
None of that, thank you very much.
Thing. So, James is trying to be me right now. He's trying to speed around the map.
I like the beautiful paintings. Have you studied these?
That's very pixelated. Is that what they were going for?
Well, it is close up because it's a poor replica. This man actually collected replicas. These are all fake, mate.
They're all fake.
Yeah, they're all fake.
Like
if there were a VAC system for artists, this guy would be on vacation. He would actually be on vacation permanently.
Oh, damn. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, there's some more chlorine there.
What is? I think this guy actually.
Chlorine.
I know. I think this guy I think actually dissolves bodies in his.
Here's the thing though. Like James, pull out a little bit. Look at the state of that kitchen.
I know.
Right, and that guy's got a bottle of bleach up there. What?
Is that where the boiler went?
How? How?
Oh my God! He's a boiler thief.
Yeah.
We call him red-handed.
It's just disgusting. It really is.
Although I guess he wouldn't be red-handed. That's maybe what all the bleach is for, to get rid of all the.
Yeah. There's a body inside there. Oh.
Ruined.
James is like, what?
You got ruined.
He fell for that.
I wish you could open these doors. Some of the places, like for example on Mirage.
Yeah.
It looks like for example the Palace area. That looks really nice. It's got a teapot. They got some cushions. It looks very comfortable.
Actually, in Source, if you ever played Source, I don't know if you played much Source, but in Source there were many of these 32 versus 32 maps. So there were standard maps like Inferno, but they were played with 64 players on the map. So what they did is they extended.
Oh yeah.
So you could go in through some of these doors, and there were extra places that you could go. So there is a house underneath this bit here where we're at, which used to be called Red House.
Red House?
Underneath, yeah, because it's where I camped.
I don't think I've ever heard of that when I played Source, because I don't know anyone as lame as
you. No, it's basically there. That little house there to the left. Yeah, that one in there, yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, you had the window into the middle, yeah.
I mean, even in Go, I think, originally it had you still had the
Do they still have
entrance?
I really disliked that little bit.
Did you? Yeah. I used to love AWPing from there.
Okay, we got a fan. This reminds me of, what's that movie, Apocalypse Now?
What?
There's
there's so many with films with fans.
Is that scene with Apocalypse Now where there's like a scene where you just look at the fan Just, yeah, like the choppers, kind of rotor blades, whatever the hell they're called. I don't know words.
Blades.
I don't, just blades.
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 Maybe. I don't know.
Blades.
Yeah, chickens.
I like how all the rugs were clearly collected from the same place across all the maps in this game. Have you seen the rugs on Dust 2?
That guy made
Do
a
you
fortune.
know about the rugs on Dust 2?
He made a fortune selling these rugs.
But there's no even thickness to that. It's like paper thin. Look at it. It's been trampled into the floorboards.
Also a fake.
Everything's fake here.
Yeah.
That's really annoying.
Have you noticed that the radiators as well, they're not connected?
Really?
Yeah, some of them not connected at all. Like that one, but possibly. Maybe. But where does the water go?
The thing is, though, with that radiator, what I don't get is that insulation clearly is quite poor, so it's obviously a pretty big waste of...
Is it really come to this? We've started talking about radiators and plumbing. Welcome to the plumbing.
Hey, there's a light there.
Faceit TV.
Look at the state of this place.
Who lives in a house like this?
This place is modeled after a place in America or something. Was it San Jose? It wasn't San Jose.
Who's the guy that does that show, though? Where he goes around to celebrities and says, who lives in a place like this? Lloyd Grossman. That's him, isn't it?
I don't know if I can take this anymore. Thank God we have the game back.
Yay! Brilliant.
We got
fantastic.
CTs, we got Ts.
3-1. Fnatic leading.
We got guns.
Faceit League. Season... I actually don't know which season you're in. What season you're in? Season 1
we just call this Faceit League.
Kind of like this year.
This is Faceit League.
Indeed.
It doesn't need numbers. 2015.
Yeah. Or 2015. Or 2015, man. Mags out. Double mags. Double swag.
What is going on? He's trying to get a knife off.
Yeah.
Is this real life?
That can't be right, can it?
This certainly looks live.
Okay, it is live.
Happy's down to 1 HP as well on the B-bomb site. Lucky escape for him.
Yeah, very lucky. Back to the serious stuff, though, because they have managed to get one behind Wagon. They've got 2 top banana as well here. MBK's short-range Mag 7 will do a lot of damage from the position he's in. Pronax, meanwhile, is just trying to see if he can source some information here, second mid.
That's the best Galil, by the way. Just saying.
Really?
Yeah, because when you shoot it, the mouth goes up and down. It's
yeah.
Great. All right, so they are taking... they have control of Banana here. They push EnVyUs back. They don't have any information about where Fnatic are going to hit. But with 30 seconds left, this smoke grenade, as it goes in, it's going to tell them everything.
This could be a covered side push. Wow. It should be a covered side push as well.
Oh, they're going back for B. That is really bold here.
Fake. And we were talking about fakes in the break.
There's 15 seconds left. The Bomber's going to have to go straight beeline it.
They need to get big kill straight away. Point blank range. MBK's Mag 7 does the damage first off on Crims. Flusher is in. 6 seconds. Got to plant the bomb fast here. Flusher's gone and got himself a kill on Happy. Now, can they get the kill? No, they can't. And the bomb won't go down either. And, well, there's a famous line that a friend of mine, Ben, plants every time. Every time you get around like that, and he puts a little message in the chat and it says, you have to plant the bomb, mate! And I think Fnatic just got 2 of those in a row. Yeah,
that was just carelessness. I mean...
I like the fake, though, at the start. It was just a little bit too late, like 5 to 10 seconds a bit too late.
Exactly.
But, of course, the trick is if they didn't do it that late, then Envy already know that it's going to be a fake and it's going to be a rotation. So there's a bit of kidology going on in there.
Yeah, it's a close call, but definitely didn't work out that time. So 3-2 score now. Shock's already going to be able to pick up a couple kills as they're just on pistols. They are on Zika. We only have Flasher, obviously, who kept the AK alive. He's got his weapon. So perhaps if Flusher could get some damage done here, that's really what they're looking for. If Flusher can just get some kills with this, keep EnVyUs away from that clean round, force some rebuys, then that's going to be really important here for Fnatic. But there's not really all that much else that Flusher can really do here. And they are going for the hunt. They want him dead.
Yeah, this is definitely frag hunting, which is going to get them into trouble a little bit. Got one, and Flusher doesn't know the man's down below him, and that man is the smart man of the team. And he wins that particular 1v1.
Do you know my nickname for Happy is? The Cerebral Assassin.
The Cerebral Assassin?
Oh, yeah.
I like that, Dan.
That's good.
You're almost like a smart version of DDK. Wait, what?
How dare you?
Smart DDK.
Wait, am I supposed to be offended? I don't understand.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
All right, well, we do have the AWP on Shox still, so let's see how Shox is going to be playing this one. Okay, he's actually going to be over towards Boiler, and this is very, this position very often occupied by JW. He likes to get up close. Of course, Shox is also very, very good with the AWP in from the close ranges. So comfortable in that spot, which can be very scary as an AWP. Fnatic, they do have a buy going. It's not the best buy in the world. Pronax there with that Tech 9, and the rest of his teammates do have AKs. So looking at potentially a bit of a mid-take here. Grenades unable to, and there you go. That's just what I was talking about. Shock so comfortable in the close ranges with the AWP. Such an unusual spot, and now losing a player before the push comes in. So starting to get a little bit desperate here for Fnatic. And 4 players now rotated towards A for EnVyUs. This looks like it could be a solid defense. How on earth are Fnatic going to break this?
Yeah, it's going to be tough, this one. Just left MBK on his own here. But he does have the right grenade in hand, that's for sure, if there is anything coming his way. But with time ticking down, you've got to fancy it's going to be a covered side push here. Shox with the first one. That's his second of the round as well. Just has to back away a little bit. He might get caught here, and he does get picked off by Olafmeister. Kiyoshima on top of the balcony gets another one, and they managed to pick up 3 in a row there, Fnatic, to make this a 2v2. JW very low on health, though, and they do manage to make their way towards the pit and get the bomb planted. Now, with 10 seconds, they don't need it, though. JW comes up with the headshot on MBK, and Fnatic have played that one brilliantly in the end. I thought that was looking really bad, I have to tell you, Dan. With Shox picking up those 2 early kills, and the last kill on the corner where he got it from quad, you thought, oh, actually, this is going to be tough for Fnatic. All of a sudden, 3 down from nowhere.
Absolutely, that push-up arch was really where all the kills were made, and because, of course, we had the rotation with 2 players, and then you got this situation where you've got the guy on pit and the guy on site, and they're getting wrapped from arch, because the 2 players pushing arch from Fnatic were untouched, so that was just the perfect movement with the perfect execution. That's why Fnatic are one of the best teams in the world, because even in a bad spot, they're going to be able to pull themselves back just with raw execution if everything else fails.
So we've got Pronax, unfortunately, is... well, that's nice. I like the fact that pro players now are starting to understand that they have 2 internet lines. Have you noticed that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think
some of the pro players now actually have 2 internet lines going into their houses of different providers.
Exactly,
so if they get DDoS, they have issues, doesn't matter, they can still carry on playing. I think that's fantastic, by the way.
Yeah, we had the same thing with NIP. I think they got like more than 2. I think they
got
like
they've got
5
like 4
or 6 or
in
something.
their house or something.
Yeah.
I think that's fantastic. Really cool. I really do. I think it shouldn't need to be like that, but the fact is we play with the internet, and it is a frail thing not designed for Counter-Strike games, let's be honest. And so sometimes we do get these issues. So I think it's really good that the pro teams and the pro players are wising up to the idea that they get multiple lines in smart. Expensive, but smart.
All right, so just going to wait for Pronax to return. And as you say, it's nice how things are evolving over time here, because obviously DDoS has been something that's plagued CS for ages.
Played every game, really.
Oh,
I mean, not just Counter-Strike. It's, there's plenty of other games out there that suffered the same fate. Unfortunately, any FPS, pretty much has suffered from it over the years as well. I remember back in 1873 when I played in black and white in Unreal Tournament.
1873.
It was pretty much the same deal back then.
I think he's exaggerating, guys. I'm not sure, but
might be 10 years either way. But yeah, it was pretty rough back then as well. Sometimes when we played at the top end, and you get fans or you get teammates, or the other team would start sending you packets, and you were on ISDN 64K, and you'd be like, I could only cope with 4K as it is. Stop sending me 10K packets.
Yeah, I remember this actually in Quake 3 even, where some people had such bad internet that you could actually essentially DDoS someone by shooting them.
No. Basically. You could actually do it on IRC.
You could do it on IRC as well.
Do it on IRC, but just completely pinging them every second with trying to take their name back off internet.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Terrible.
But in Quake 3, I remember also some players had issue with the plasma gun, because on the big CTF maps, if everyone was shooting plasma, some people just lag out.
That's right,
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
how old are we?
23, 24 this year.
I'm actually 26. So I feel good.
Sorry about that, Dad. That was kind of awkward, wasn't it? Oops.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry, buddy.
So are you going to do more CS casting?
No.
Just you're done now after this. You're done.
Done.
Would you like a token, a souvenir from your Counter-Strike casting? It's all I have, and I'm giving it away to you.
GG.
I didn't know I did that. We have a GG button. Oh my god.
GG. That's weird, right?
That's pretty strange.
Yeah,
I didn't know that Razer key also functions as a GG button.
That's amazing.
We should use
Razer make the best GG keys ever.
Yeah.
GG.
If you get Razor guys are watching, I would like more Razor things, please. James says everything. He's got everything.
That's nice, isn't
He's
it?
got shirts. He's got all the swag.
Brilliant.
And now I've just given away my most prized possession.
Yeah, your GG key. I like that.
It's pretty cool. I like this. Even the Razor's green keys. They have their own keys now. Mechanical keys.
I just spoke to Razor and they said no. Sorry.
Oh.
So apparently Razor said no. Computer says no. Damn, we're gonna do when they come for you.
I've heard worrying things actually. For some reason.
Worrying things.
For
like
some
what?
reason. So I guess because a lot of the people in the audience have never met me, I imagine.
Right.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But everyone trolls me. I am the most trolled person in existence,
That's
and I
strange.
don't know what
that,
it is.
I find that remarkable. I've known you for at least 10 years. I would never say I've trolled you.
It's like I walk in like, okay, the amount of people trolling me is unreal right now.
Right.
I'm getting trolled from all angles. I don't know what to do.
Really?
Don't know how to handle it.
Multi-trolled.
Exactly, all at once. James trolls me.
Yeah.
Twitch guys trolls me.
Right.
Troll me.
Yeah.
Sponsors troll me.
Yeah.
Everyone.
I haven't trolled you.
Yeah, you.
Oh no,
you
I did troll you earlier. Yeah, but that was
yeah.
off. No, it was a little. That was okay.
He
right?
trolled me off camera.
Yeah.
He wanted to take my prized. I always sit on the. I always sit on the left. Damn it, or the right. And he wanted
I
to
came
steal
in
that
with a
from
very
me.
serious face and I said, Dan, we need to talk. I've only got one requirement whenever I do a show with another company outside of ESL, and that's that I sit on the left. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah, no problem. I guess that's okay. We can do that.
Yeah, maybe this is why.
And then the relief in your face when I was like, I'm only messing with you. You were like,
No wonder I get trolled.
why is it so important to you to sit on the left?
I don't know. It's everyone has their good
Do you
side.
walk on the left of people as well?
No, walk on the left. Of
Walk
them.
on the left, not hang to the left. You
Although
walk to the
it
left.
is weird. Have you ever? I'm trying to get over this because I discovered this the other day and I'm like, this is really weird.
Right.
But if you walk on one side,
Yeah.
of someone for a while,
Yeah.
and you switch sides, feels wrong. Exactly, it's weird, isn't
Really?
it? Yeah, I had that for a while, and now I'm trying to actively stop doing that. But I had to give up. I had to say yes, Red Eye, you can sit wherever you want because he's my elder. He's the I don't know. You're a generation of caster beyond me.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have to be your father.
Let's not go there. 'Cause that's kind of weird. That's a little bit strange.
Yeah.
But that's probably true.
Yeah, it probably is.
Actually,
yeah.
that is quite true, especially if we're in
Technically speaking, it is true, yeah.
If we're in a place where people do tend to get married and have children younger. But in the UK, it's not. It's people getting older and older before they have kids.
They get more sensible, I think.
Getting more
my
sensible.
sister just had a child last year. She's 35 or something, I
Wow,
think. That's terrible, isn't it? I don't actually know how old my sister is, but yeah, she's
I
about
don't know how
35.
old I am most of the time.
Mid-30s. Anyway, enough of the nonsense, because the game has actually got back underway, and Olaf...
Pronax is back.
sorry, Pronax is back. Yeah, Olaf was the guy that had issues earlier on. So hopefully no more. Fnatic leading 4-3. And top of the table right now in the Faceit League as well, after a loss yesterday to Virtus Pro.
And
but
Shox is pushing apartments right now, so you're getting a huge amount of information here. Huge.
this is what I was talking about earlier. This is why I don't mind if you're aggressive.
JW. Is he going to die horribly?
I don't mind if you get this kind of information, because he now knows, you see. The serious part is this. He now knows.
no.
Look.
Oh, how did he do that?
Oh, my God.
JW. He could smell him in the air. He could smell the sweat of Shox. He could smell him.
Honest to God, what shocks? I don't even.
All right, well, EnVyUs now.
Yeah. The fact is, he still got lots of information from that. He still managed to tell everyone
he
that
failed.
There
Don't try to
was
say
no
that.
one going mid. But look where they are right now. They're about to come mid, and they're about to go out onto that covered site again.
And
Smith has no idea. He thinks he's really smart right now, God damn it, but he's not.
He thinks he's a
Because
terrorist
they
right
now
now.
managed to... They are going to make their way up to quad here. 27 seconds to go. 4 men on site. Bomb about to go down. And there are 3 men remaining for Envy. Smith is one of them now, and he's not going to get there in time. A little bit of spam does reduce some health, but it's not a great deal, actually. And then, well, it'd be better right now for all 3 of them to save their guns.
Yeah, it was obviously a really a tough loss to have Shox die so forward, because it was really good how much information he got, but after just leaving them thin on either side, considering...
Yeah. You just
bomb
wonder,
on
don't
the-
you? This is one of those rounds where, had he got closer or shot, maybe I think he could have got 2 off before JW spins around and realises where he is. Look, definitely 1, possibly 2. As Smith just picks up a very quick kill in the end. has he killed JW? They've got complete control of mid, complete control of second mid. They know everything they need to know about the round, and they're a man up.
Oh yeah, I mean, having Shocks there on second mid with an AWP is absolutely massive.
Yeah.
But now they've got to make do with.
And it's
big
5-3 rather than
pump.
4-4. That's the key point, though.
Oh,
It's one of those rounds.
They threw it away.
Yeah.
So they have a mag on MBK. MBK is like the dedicated shotgunner, and he always plays that angle on B. You can pretty much, as the opposing team, know exactly where he's going to be.
And they know they're going to give him 1 kill. That's why they're going to push around with 2 every time. Otherwise, things like that happen. Kiyoshima just rips off Olaf Meister's head for the equalizer. Good film, by the way.
That's a good trade there. You mean the new one with Denzel Washington?
It's great. I like it a lot. Love Denzel.
Love Denzel.
Bit of Denzel. Nothing wrong with a bit of Denzel.
So we've got the smoke going over towards the truck there. Just block off the angle on pit. So Fnatic's setting up for this A push at the moment, and the defense is quite thin for EnVyUs here. Smith is going to have to do a huge job. He's got to get at least a couple kills here.
I don't like this. This setup for Envy is as thin as a slice of ham from Tesco's right now. They really aren't going to be able to get in here unless there's something magical from Smith. Well, he did get the first. And Kiyoshima now just drops down from pit. There's 1 in quad. Actually, there's 2 there. Grenade's going to do a little bit more damage. Crim's not falling the first time. And Flusher cleans up happy on site now. And this one is a 3v2. But Kiyoshima, very close range here. Gets the first on Crims. Can he get the second? Decides to back away and reload. Just 20 bullets, of course, and an M4 silence.
MBK's in close with the shotgun now as well.
Yeah, he is. JW also very close here. Goes for the no-scope. And the knife is on! JW picks up the knife kill on MBK. How embarrassing. 1v1 now. JW with shotgun in hand, short range, fires off 1. Can he keep the second one hit? The bomb is going to explode here anyway. Kiyoshima's got no time, got to push in hard, and finally gets taken out by the Mag 7 of JW. Another magical round from the Wonderkind.
Well, I think that JW's got the best knife kill stats in pro.
HP Kyo, I don't know. He's like, I don't know. Of course you know, look it up.
He doesn't want to look it up.
No, he doesn't. That's why.
He's salty.
Yeah, that's a salty reply. That is. That's a, I'm not checking. I don't care.
Sodium everywhere.
You didn't kill.
All right. So now EnVyUs obviously in this position. They are actually one of the teams that are the best at pulling back rounds from this kind of a spot.
I love them on Antico.
But of course, Fnatic are starting to get a really good economic edge in the match, and EnVyUs really need to stop that right now. And look at that, good pre-fire there. Really nice.
What?
Prediction.
What? That's crazy from Pronax. Oh, come on. 2. 3 defined.
Yeah, they're doing
the top of banana here
very
from
well
Flusher.
here.
Yeah.
Obviously, without getting any kills at all, it just hurts here for EnVyUs because if we could do a quick check, we can see the money is starting to it's starting to build now. This is where Fnatic get to actually really take control of the match, where Envy won't be able to force out ecos. So the rounds that they do win are going to be really hard and always against buys. So
we'll have to start taking risks. Half buys, no armors.
Oh,
crazy.
wow.
Oh, lovely double from Happy at very close range as well. Flusher finally finishing him off. Kiyoshima then comes back, and that's all. Well, it's all dusted out to a 2v1 in favour of Fnatic. It really shouldn't be a 2v1 right now. It really should be 4v1, but never mind. Kiyoshima now. Can he clutch this one? 1v2 on Banana. Flusher and Grims both fully stocked of health and in the perfect positions here, both with an AK. Kiyoshima also, likewise. Set up the perfect crossfires, and it's GG in round 10. Time running down now, and they will pick him up. And Fnatic in full control here, much to my bemusement in terms of the predictions, but they fully deserve to be ahead 7-3, possibly even deserve to be ahead further than that, thanks to the pauses and the drops that they've had.
all right, so Smith is going to be on the AWP now, and we'll have to see if he's going to feel up to the task of actually challenging JW, where the JW is going to be, whether it's going to be mid or banana. And so looking, we got JW up banana. So fast banana take here from Fnatic, which is actually really smart because EnVyUs so far been playing passively. They've got 3 people on B, so they can get fast trades coming in if they try to push Smith fast, and he does get the kill. So this is looking pretty good there to begin with for EnVyUs. He can even rotate straight away now, as they have the smoke down there, and indeed he's going to do just that. So it's good setup now for EnVyUs to keep themselves ahead on the defense now, and Fnatic need to get that pick up the choke point on the middle towards Arch or Quad. So let's see how they are going to go about doing that.
It's a nice setup. Even with one man down there, I'm going to make this push towards cover once more. This time it's going to be Archside though, and Kiyoshima sees nothing, but he gets one anyway through the smoke. Now, is this the rotation back through to B? Are they that brave, or are they going to hold off for a push onto the covered? Looks like covered to me. Pronax waiting. Crims is there as well. JW gets the first kill in. Pronax then down by Happy. Brilliant couple of players. Triple from Happy. Absolutely fantastic from the Frenchman. And Envy pull a 4th round back in. 7-4.
Yeah, that was really, really nice there. You could see how Kiyoshima not only getting the frag through the smoke, but was able to get himself on a position where he could actually, with the grenades that he had, just completely stop them at library, which gave his teammates just enough time to get the flank in and still get good engagement. So he really, really well handled there from EnVyUs. And now Fnatic going to be using all the rest of their bank, I believe. So this is exactly the timing that EnVyUs needed to get back into the match.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. It's like a perfect money-breaking round, really, because they didn't want to have to go back on the eco again, and then they're on that vicious, horrible cycle of having to try and find something.
Shox has known flashes, actually, and one thing that Shox is usually very good at is actually holding this, but he needs the flashes.
He does, and he's getting pushed now as well. Smith's covering from Arch side. They do have 2 men still, in fact 3 men inside apartments. Pronax is going to give them something to think about, but I think it's an alternative right now rather than the final destination.
You just have to make sure that it's always open to them if they do want to take middle, and then be able to have that double back option. But EnVyUs still have 2 players there, so they might actually flash over and get a quick peek on Banana. That's very possible to find out what's going on.
So a really nice point actually you make as well. They leave one guy top of B, top of Banana, looking into B, just to give them that option. Whereas a lot of teams, a lot of lower league teams that I play against, obviously, lovely shot from JW on Smith. That was eye for eye. A lot of teams at the lower levels won't do that. They'll rotate all 5 men, and of course you then lose control of the area. Now, Shox and Happy. JW in, short range burst in on Shox. That's 2. In fact, he's got 3 in the round. And there are still 2 alive here. Bomb planted. Happy and MBK look like they're up for this one. Can JW pick himself up a 5-man, perhaps? No, he can't. Pronax has put spade to that one. All down to the last man then. Happy versus JW, and this should be a straightforward 4-man. And there it is.
Beautiful. Gorgeous.
Simple.
Simples. And that's actually what I would describe that round with, because as you said, you know, they left that man, Flusher, and not only did they leave Flusher there, at the point in which their push was coming in, Flusher actually pushed the guys on B at the same time, so they couldn't know how many players. So basically, Flusher bought an extra 5 or 6 seconds by pushing, and he did die, but he basically staggered the rotation so much.
Well, he forced them to stay on side, didn't he? So you know they couldn't rotate, they couldn't go away.
And the other thing that was really important there, which sucked for EnVyUs, is that again Shox didn't have any flashes, and he really needed to be able to hold the apartments. And because he had to give it up so soon, they were able to get so much more position to get a faster hit onto the site. That otherwise, if Shox normally would have the flashes there, he would probably get a kill. He's amazing at that position. And in fact, if you yourself tend to be a balcony player, watch Shox demos and see how he does it. Because he's really good at that.
Agreed. I play Belk a lot. Can't do anything like what he does, but you know.
Okay, so I guess Happy is evening up the money, I would think.
Yes. Yeah, so he's fine.
And of course, also Happy is that guy that's able to just get 3 kills with 1 clip as he's there.
Which he has done in the past as well. He's already had a double in this game. Out towards the site. Olaf Meister just spraying down the Tech 9. No problem at all. He's going to get a second. Is he? No. Happy's going to reply back. There are just 2 Envy players remaining here, but any kills extra they can get here, they might as well give this a go. Crims. Well, absolutely destroyed Happy after Happy had done the same thing to JW. Olaf Meister now just the final kill of the round. And with 3 men standing and a 9-4 lead, Fnatic are completely in control on the T side of a CT-sided map.
Yeah, the economy's never... EnVyUs have never really been able to get their economy going, and that's really been a big issue for them. We've seen so many kind of scrappy buys. We've seen buys where Shox can't get all the nades. We've seen buys where we can't have all the ops that they want. And now we've got, again, big pop of pump for MBK, which will be making its way over towards B, I should think. And what would appear to be a pretty standard setup. And Smith with a quick balcony push will pick off 1 kill onto Crims and get some extra information. He's still out there for more.
Wow.
But he bit off more than he could chew.
Indeed. Yeah, MBK playing this shotgun. I hope he didn't take offence the last time we played together. It was only a couple of weeks ago, and he was running around, he couldn't aim. And I said to him, why don't you just use shotgun, mate, if you can't aim? Well, it's kind of a tease, really. Of course Nathan can aim, but he does like that shotgun in a similar way to the way Get Right used shotguns from the very beginning of Global Offensive as well, right in the early days. As Olaf Meister makes his way towards the site. Now they're going to get this bomb planted in a 4v1. And our shotgun buddy is the last man alive here. Where is he? Let's see if we can find him.
He's going to hide in construction at the moment. And let's see
Yeah.
if Big Papa Pump
Blah, 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 blah.
can claim some lives.
Blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry, I don't speak gibberish.
All right, well, MBK.
They're going to go round here, aren't they? Going to put one round one side, one round the other side. And if he gets one, I'd be surprised. There we go.
Oh, that's a shame. The extra money would have actually been really, really helpful there. The extra 800 bucks would have been really nice.
Left him on 2-8. Kiyoshima has 2-4. Last round is going to be really sad to buy minimal stuff. I mean, look, they're going to go for a Deagle, a Mag 7. That's really quite sad. That's a sad set of buys right there.
And would expect them to try to mix it up. Obviously, they're going to use the
well, I think they
advantages
should
of
go
their
aggressive
weapons.
now. They've got nothing to lose.
Got to stick to those close ranges, but beyond that, they're kind of limited. And Fnatic are going to also expect.
Yeah,
this.
they are going to expect these kind of pushes as well. Look at this, 3 of them trying to come in through the
really
back.
huge.
Shox is going to get one grenade in the face, down to 62, and then get shot from behind. Does he? I didn't even see where that was. So he's got no idea.
Right in his face with that gun. JW can do that so well. He basically puts the barrel of the orb straight in your face.
Wow. Beautiful flash over the top. Gets another kill for Crims. And Happy, the only man to reply so far. And look at that. What do you know? Let's press that recorded message that I did earlier. MBK's the last man alive.
There he goes. So he's got the mag in his hand. Magic mag.
Yeah, lots of damage at that kind of range, but no cigar. 11-4. I've just read Joe Miller, our good friend Joe Miller. I've just read his tweet. I'm not going to read it out loud. I don't agree, mate. I don't agree with that at all. I think you'd be known as Hulk DDK. German DDK.
German DDK.
Sheffield DDK. I don't know.
Sheffield.
Yeah, he's from Sheffield. Great city.
Geordie DDK? No.
No, that's
none of
not
this. None of that.
man.
No.
Well, yeah, man, it's not in there. In the bloody Yorkshire.
All right, well, we got our pistol round underway between
indeed
these two teams. And, of course, EnVyUs really have a huge result to bring about in this round. I think they go already. And they are getting some entries here into the A bomb site, but it's been traded equally. And there is a lot of time for Fnatic to get the rotations in. The bomb is not down yet. So in come the big flanks here from the Fnatic side. And it's looking not too shabby for them at the moment, especially as Olaf drops the bomber. And that's actually huge. EnVyUs trapped by the pit. Both players trapped in the pit at the moment.
Got to get out of there very quickly. And they're covered nicely here from Library and from Quad. And they will pick up Smiths. How did he get that one through the gap on Flusher? Olaf Meister will now replace him on this side. It's gone to being a 2v2. The head comes off the top of Smith, though. Olaf Meister in fine form there and happy now. Trapped in pit, one each side. Has got to play this absolutely perfectly if he's going to get another round on the board for the Frenchman. Now, does get himself out of that tight spot. Is he going to face? He's going to go for the face rather than... Oh, my goodness, 22 seconds now as well. But the bomb there, you see it, on top of the box. Picked up. Quick fire shot. I don't think he's going to be able to get this.
He's forced to go for it.
It's going to be quick, and he does not.
Wow,
he
got a kill out of it.
Get one out of that. How on earth did he get that?
Well, at the very least, I mean, EnVyUs. Okay, so typically, right, a team will save after a bomb plant and then buy because, of course, the extra $100 from this. But EnVyUs might actually just go for this, the force
I
here.
think they have to.
That's because they're so far behind.
Both pistols,
yeah,
by the way,
go for it.
Lost on a 1v1. Effectively a 1v1, kind of a 1v2 really for Happy. But what it came down to was one player on each side, and Envy have lost both.
And one of the reasons why EnVyUs is strong at stuff like this is because they do have a lot of strategy behind it, but also, of course, they are amazing when it comes to the pistol play. And Fnatic should expect this. They should. They really should, because EnVyUs have a reputation. Yep. And they're one of the teams that you would be... this is probably the only team that Fnatic could be scared of in a round like this. The flames.
Well,
Shots barbecue.
UMP and a bit of a barbecue going on for JW, no problem in the end. Made a bit of a meal of it, I have to say. Oh, Happy Pops down, does get the first shot off onto JW. He really is absolutely devilish with that CZ.
He really is. It's happy CZ frags never cease to amaze.
Yeah, they are just absurd. It's almost like his bullets come out of there and they gravitate towards people's heads. He just thinks it and it happens.
So they are rotating back towards Banana at the moment, and this could work out quite well, having thinned out the defense and forcing the players to split up in the way that they have. Of course, they are going to get the man advantage. If they get close to the pistols, then it could all be lights out for Fnatic, but it is going to be about how well defense is going to go in when they charge through the choke point.
Yeah,
so no frags found.
Here comes the push as well.
Playing for a delay here to get his teammates on the side to help him out. Actually picks up one, so the trade's coming in now, but the pistol's looking good.
NBK suddenly finds a bit of form here. Happy's going to get another one, surely does so. And Envy turning this way, this one around on its head now. Pronex's the last man alive. And he's got a 1 versus 3 here. Could do this though. Oh wow, NBK's had an absolutely monster round with 3.
And this is the worst thing for Fnatic, is that they survived with 3 players and they picked up the 3 weapons. So Smith's got the M4, there was an I think there was a P90 on the ground as well that I think Shox will pick up as well. So if you look at like the swing on the value and the money, considering that Fnatic are basically broke, and if Fnatic lose this round, and if EnVyUs pick it up clean, they could actually money screw Fnatic for the rest of the half, which to actually kind of do what they did to them in the first half. So this is a good start here now for EnVyUs.
That said, of course, Fnatic got enough rounds in the bag here to double eco if they need to, and then just reset that. So I don't know. We'll see. Oh, one in secret is going to be picked up quickly. Yes, JW, the only man to reply back at the bottom of Banana as he rushed down, and Crim's going to get another one here. Sloppy from Shox. Crim's now trying to pick up a second, and actually Pronax will. That's a messy round so far from Envy, but they've got the bomb planted. I think JW and the boys will just think, you know what, we've done all right. We've killed 3, we've got guns, let's back away and save them. What's the point in rushing in now? This will mean that they effectively don't have to double eco.
Yeah, absolutely. This is actually, as you said, a pretty greedy play from EnVyUs, because if you look at the risks that they took, because you've got to give respect to Fnatic, they already knew at that point that they had 5-7 CZs and stuff like that. So they were taking essentially it would at best be a 1 versus 2 that Shox had with that P90 against 2 really powerful pistols and some of the best players in the world. So yeah, you got to say that's a bit greedy, because instead of just saying leave them alive,
greedy and sloppy, Dan, because why chase the frags? I get it, because what happens is you win a round for the first time on like an anti-eco, and then you think, yeah, we've finally got back into the game, we can win this now, and you get overconfident. And you start rushing and trying to find frags everywhere over the map.
EnVyUs should hold themselves to a higher standard than that.
Should.
So
yeah,
we'll have to see if they can essentially remedy the mistake.
Okay, what are we going to get here? This looks pretty feisty from NBK. Top of mid already. Ooh. Flush is going to fill his boots with 2.
Nasty.
Yeah, that's bad. That's not worked out at all well for Envy.
And they ran into one of the 2 players that had the rifles. That is a disaster there. And Pronax has picked up meanwhile. So Crim's coming in from the side, able to pick one off as well. So they are completely crushed.
Yeah, and again, everything that could go wrong has gone wrong in this round from Envy. From the moment they marched up mid, with a sense of purpose, the only thing that's gone right so far was actually that kill by Happy. Might be a little bit too late though.
He needs to get more kills here.
It's 1v3 right now, and he's got
to kill the rest of them, because the thing is that even if he dies here, he's got to make sure that if 3 survive right now, they can have 3 rifles. So that again, this swing of value cannot happen.
Yeah, you're right.
It really can't happen. So Happy is going to be the man on the mission with 35 seconds left. But equally, he's got to make sure he doesn't get killed after time as well. So he's got so many concerns here.
I would just be going for it now. I think it's worth going for it. As you say, he's got to get all 3 really. Oh my goodness! So perfect setup, perfect crossfire. Fnatic, and 13-6.
They're going to really be just reeling at the idea, just thinking back at that round where Shox, and I can't remember who else it was, pushed CT spawn alone against the pistols. Because the worst case in that situation is they have their pistol armor into the next round, but only 3 players. The other 2 will have to eco. So that's the worst case. Now this is a pretty bad worst case. They are put against the wall again. They've forced out the rest of all the money that they have, and they've got to win this round, or they're basically out of the game.
I don't like this sort of partial buy.
Nice from Shox,
but that's fantastic work from Shox into the site. He's got 2 down already. Can they get a 3rd at the back? They can. He can as well. 3 out of 3 from Shox. And Crims and Olaf now are going to run and hide. Wow, that scared the living daylights out of Fnatic there.
But the pace there from Shox was unbelievable. This is what Shox is capable of. This is why Shox is so scary. And I mean, there was a time when Shox's role on EnVyUs was the entry fragger, and we saw it out of him there. It had critique because, well, we're going to see them hunt down the remaining players here to get rid of the weapons. But
yeah, and I don't like this. Why do that? Why do that when you're low money? You've won the round anyway. I know they want to shut them down and keep them out of the game, but it doesn't matter to me. I think they're better off with the money. Look, like that, because they've lost 2 guys extra then. That's not paid off, is it, in money terms? Do you know what I mean?
It's definitely going to hurt, but I don't think Fnatic are going to buy behind. Are actually? Okay, it looks like they're going to buy up behind us. They had just enough cash left.
Yeah.
There's a lag on the money there, but yeah. So anyway, 13-7 is a score. Fnatic definitely still ahead. Olafmeister on the AWP now, so going to go for that quick angle or middle, see what he can get done. And there's no all player for EnVyUs, so they're not going to be peeking this angle at all. They'll just give it up completely. But this pace,
oh my goodness.
Are they going to use it again against Fnatic?
I don't think they're going to go quite as quickly, but they are going to try and get to Boiler as quickly as they can. Pronex has switched to up, and there are 3 men waiting there. Oh my goodness. Pronex just moves out of the way. How often does that happen to you in a public match? A lot is the answer. He does get himself 1, then runs out of bullets. Has to switch around. Olaf's got himself 2 in the meantime. And Envy are just absolutely toppling to their deaths. Happy's about to burn himself alive in the barbecue as well, and then gets finished off by JW. Fnatic moved to within 2 match points, and after they lost yesterday, the Virtus, it looks like they're going to pick up another win and stay top of the table.
Yeah, so I mean, this is one of those matches where EnVyUs gave themselves so many opportunities, and we saw in the last round where Shox was able to get 2 really fast entries. He just said, "Okay, well, I'm Shox. I'm going to entry frag like a beast, and we're going to have a chance to actually win the round." Then they gave weapons away. I mean,
do you not think they play more like that? If they know that he can do that, and we know that he can do that. Oh, lovely shot from Kiyoshima. If they know he can do that, and he's capable of it, and he's on form and he feels it, why not give him that opportunity to have that freedom that, you know, say a Get Right has on NIP? Well, it just seems strange.
I think so far EnVyUs have just been in so many bad buys. Especially on the T side here. I mean, it was also the story of their CT side. Yeah. And every chance they had to come back, they squandered it. I'm sure they'll be looking back at that. And
got themselves out of a little bit of a hole here, though. They've got themselves to a 3v2, make that a 3v1 now. And all hope is about to be expunged here as MBK gets sandwiched from both sides. Although he does pick up the frag on Flusher. That's ridiculous. Nathan, you're a beast. 1v2. Get himself a gun? No, he can't. So match point. Crims with the final kill of the round, and Fnatic leading 15-7. Who had this as a 16-7? Not me, Dan.
Oh, yeah, not me either.
No, quite.
I mean, I predicted Fnatic would win, but I thought it would be a really close game.
I think we all did, didn't we?
Honestly, they were typically what you would expect from Envy. It should have been a very close game. From the types of rounds that we saw, it was mistakes that don't usually rear their head from the side of EnVyUs. So, well, you just got to take a pinch of salt.
You're right, actually. It has been mistakes, and it's also been very sloppy. Even on winning rounds, it's been a bit sloppy like that. You know, I know it happens from time to time, but it really shouldn't. The players of this caliber shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
There is certainly a lot of freedom on EnVyUs' side. Sometimes it needs to be reined in. But Fnatic, they're one of the most stable teams in the world. They didn't win so many 6 or 7 big events back to back for nothing. They are so incredibly stable and disciplined. And damage
timing! I hate that when that happens. You're like, you're like, no! That's one of those infuriating things that can happen to you. You kind of know they're there, and you're like, shall I flash? Shall I flash? Shall I flash? Shall I flash? I'll flash. Oh damn! He ran into me.
And we might just have the equalizing kill indeed. Kiyoshima going to open up the B-bomb side. The bomb is dropped there at the bottom of Banana, so...
Oh my goodness.
It's all on Kiyoshima. He's got an AWP in his hands. He's got 40 seconds to play with.
He can do this. He can do this. He can do this because they're going to hold the other side. Trust me, you can do this. There we go, look.
Oh my goodness.
And now they're going to know. Or are they? Maybe not. Oh my goodness.
Kiyoshima really has no idea. He can only expect there has to be one in CT.
No. I don't think he thinks it. I think he knows it's clear because he was in there previously. Yeah, he's just run in and planted.
Amazing.
Now they're going to know it's that site as well. They're going to know it's planted on B. They're going to try and pincer him from either side. And Kiyoshima, if he can just stay here and get the first pick, he might just force them to save. Now, wow. That's a fabulous shot from Kiyoshima. Was 1v3, now 1v1 to save the game as well. And Pronex has decided to push him. Flash comes in. Oh, Kiyoshima! He legs him through the box. Can he finish him off with the deagle? Whoa! Fantastic stuff from Kiyoshima. Saves the day for EnVy and makes it 8-15. Fabulous round.
We were judging them. We were saying, you know what? It's over. It's over. But
I was ready pack up to leave, and then James
wait.
was like, "Wait, dude, you got to do 3 more games."
and look at this now. I mean, they survived by the skin of their teeth.
They absolutely did. Fabulous round.
And that's all because of
I mean, you know what? People say to me, "Why do you love Counter-Strike so much?" That's why.
And now, of course, Fnatic being on eco, EnVyUs are going to be able to take control of the match. They just have to not make any more mistakes. They cannot.
Stop letting JW creep into the site like that. Sorry, into the bedroom like that.
Okay, so here we go. Crims will push through the smoke.
Get well, that was timing, James.
So they are so far on a clean round. It's going to be nice for them. They're going to get the economy going, and they'll be able to take some hits on some of these future round wins.
And then it'd be a draw.
And it could no, we don't do draws in Faceit. There must be a winner in Faceit. There must always be a winner.
But it'll be 15-15.
Indeed.
And then we'll go to overtime.
It could go that. I hope it does.
This is nice, but they've gone the wrong side with the bomb here. Well, it doesn't matter in the end, but yeah, JW was actually on the A side. Okay, so 9-15, then money talk. So let's talk about money.
So a really key thing about this map and why it can sometimes look much more T-sided is if the CTs get money screwed and they cannot afford the smokes and flashes they need. You can see the prioritization of just smokes. Boom. First of all, if they can't actually afford those grenades, if EnVyUs can keep putting them in positions where they have to buy but can't quite buy enough, then that's where they can get all the rounds. That's where all the rounds can come back.
Love that nade down mid. I would have even gone 2 nades down mid. So it really can put you put a lot of pressure onto the other team. The
problem though is that of course Fnatic, they didn't invest nothing into this round. They invested into some CZs, a couple Kevlars. So there is danger. We all know what those CZs can do in the hands of professionals. And Shox is going to try to open up middle for his team as JW's lurking behind the smoke. And this is, my palms are sweaty right now because this could get really crazy.
I like this a lot. Look at this. Shox is going to come face to face with him and he knows he's going to be waiting. Very well predicted by Shox. And while we thought JW was going to play that smart and it looked for a moment like he was going to get the advantage, Shox was having absolutely none of it. Just as Flusher is having none of this either. Gets himself the first one, not the second though. And Kiyoshima is now going to come back round. Whoa, fabulous shot again. Kiyoshima is absolutely on fire this evening. Beautiful from MBK. Lovely. And now Crims will be destroyed at the bottom. Well, no, not quite. Lovely little shot with the 5-7 in mid. And it's now a 1v2 for the game. Might as well give this one a go.
Oh, yeah, and it's just...
nothing to lose.
And that's why the AK is so nice in this spot. He just needs to tap those heads, and that's all he needs. Of course, if he does get touched, that aim punch is going to fall him, but there you go. Very sick angle there from like in the pit in the corner next to the truck. And there you go. EnVyUs going to take that one. But this is why you have to always be afraid, and why problems happen is because teams are so coy, so tentative in their pushes because they're so afraid. The fear of those CZs is there. In the damage that they can do.
I just want to just have a quick look at that because that was 25 kills on JW so far. It's beautiful.
Yeah, you got him on your fantasy team. Sure, you're happy.
I'm very happy. A 9 for Smith at the bottom, which is also
let's
my
not
team.
Oh, you got both. You got all the snipers.
Told you, I go for all of them.
All right, so Smith is going to be AWPing. Perhaps he can bring himself back onto the scoreboard here to something respectable. And we do have Shox pushing the apps with the team. So again, basic map control plays here. Fnatic, they have a man spotting down Banana, but nothing more than that. Other than that, it's very defensive. And they're just going to try to slow EnVyUs down. And it's just that dynamic here. The early damage battle, try to get the nades out of the CTs before the eventual push will come in. So it's easier for EnVyUs against Fnatic, who cannot then smoke them off or flash them as much. So just the basic play here, keeping all the options open. And they're yet to take middle. They're in fact converging towards Banana at the moment, but it's anything but a convivial convergence because they've got to be worried here in that Fnatic already picking up a player, Flusher onto Happy before the push comes in. That's really excellent play. And now things are going to get a little bit awkward.
That's gonna mix things up a little bit for EnVy here. They're just going to throw them into a spot of confusion. Are they going to push back towards A? I think they might do now. They've got the pick as well from Smith, who has been dispatched by JW. He's picked up another 2, make that 27 kills in the game now. And JW and Co have themselves a 3v2. Although he has been dispatched to the virtual grave. One last standing is MBK now. Otherwise, this is a 16-10 win, but MBK in on the bomb site. 1v3 has now been a 1v2. Crimson onto the side. MBK gets another one. Is this another master clutch? Let's wait and see. Olaf Meister's only got 24 points of health here as well. This is on for MBK. Kiyoshima's already saved 1 match point in a 1v3. It's now down to MBK to do exactly the same thing. But Olaf Meister picks up the headshot over the top of the box. GG's are exchanged and Fnatic wins 16-10.
Red Eye. Kukli Enterprises in business.
Wow.